Alright, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at this Asus G11. This is of course a pre-built from Asus, which released around 2016. And the main specs of this machine are an Intel Core i5 6400, 8GB of DDR4 RAM. I think they're clocked at 2400 megahertz. This one came with a GTX 970, 1TB hard drive, a DVD drive, and wireless integrated Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. The owner sold it to me for $100. The reason was just because he upgraded to a much newer PC. Alright, just checking out the front, you see you got some super speed USB 3.0s, a micro SD card reader, 2 more USB 2.0s, your audio ports right there. Of course it's all dusty. This was in a carpet environment, as well as I'm pretty sure the guy smoked in his house. So right here, of course, you got some gamerish looking accents. Of course, this is a pro gaming computer from 2016. All right, and here's the monstrosity. All right, so I think these light up. I'll check it out when I fully assemble it. But it also has some, as you guys can see, it has like a little angle right there for some faux airflow, some imaginary airflow action going on right there. But this computer is heavily dusty, as you guys can see all that. Jesus, I don't think the guy ever cleaned it at all. So I got 2 cans of compressed air. Taking a look at the back, looks like it has a standard ATX power supply. And then here's all the rear I/O, 2 USB ports, HDMI, VGA out, 4 more USBs, 3.0s, and then more audio outs. And here's your I/O for that 970. And it's pretty barren on this side. Machine running. I'm gonna do some upgrades. I'm gonna install a 480GB SSD, and obviously I'm gonna be cleaning the crap out of it because it's all dusty and shit. So yeah, let's get into that. God dang, I just took off the cooler, the cover for the cooler, and look at that. That's crazy. Oh, it's nasty. Now comes one of the harder parts, putting this thing back on along with the screws. I'm trying to remember where that shit is. God damn, that poor CPU was suffering too. Look at this little heatsink. And on top of that, it was still just covered in, oh man, all that dust. There's our CPU, dry as heck. So we have our GPU reassembled. It's just a little dusty, but the inside is what matters. And of course we got a bunch of screws left over because obviously we're more efficient than the engineers. And look how clean this is now compared to how it was. But this is rocking a standard ITX motherboard. Oh yeah, see a 24 pin connector, only 2 DIMM slots, got a little power PCI power slot over there, got your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. So fine, let's put this shit all back together. All right, so we got our GPU installed. That's looking a lot better than the fucking crap fest that it was before. There's no room for cable management in this case, just because like the back doesn't really have any guides. We'll turn off this light. Oh yeah, that's how you know there's serious performance right there. Those fucking accents. This first game is Dying Light, so it's not relatively the newest game, but I'm surprised how this thing is doing. We're getting 98 frames a second. Well, yeah, it's like 90, 84 to 95, somewhere around there. Alright, let's go into intensive area here where we can have like a look at the city right there. See, it barely drops to 88 right there. So that is not bad at all. We're only using about 6 gigabytes of RAM. Man, I didn't expect it to run this smooth, honestly.
like Lucky's Tale, you know, or you know that one game that we all know and love, Mario. Really? That hurt? That looked like it should have been easy. Oh God, I have a pacemaker. One second. Let's just get this over with, please. Stop messing up.
Alright, so you guys saw there's pretty good performance, especially for a total of about 150 bucks. Yeah, I would recommend this just as a super great budget option, you know? It's like really good for esports. Apex, you saw it got around 70. Wouldn't recommend it for higher AAA titles like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 just because of that frame time. Even though you get like 55 to 60 frames per second, it doesn't feel playable at times just because it looks a little bit laggy. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.